Hello, all of you. Let's go to the History Talk Show. It's a program about history. It was broadcast at 21:00 every Sunday evening on the channel of Tuan Billionaire. The 10,000 Day War. Michael McClear once said, Trong Son Road deployed in ancient conditions, like the 2nd century BC, but the battles in the trail adopt advanced technology again. 21st century signaling. This is a comment. Can show us relation of American and Vietnamese forces on Trong Son Road. Legend of that day. As you know in the previous issue, the AC planes of 30 days that know how to use infrared night vision equipment. Device amplifies dim light up to 1,000 times. Electric spark detection when the car is operating. So wherever there's a car running, the enemy can know. Let our troops break in. The cargo cars. Support for the southern battlefield. The question now is, how to get rid of the dance. That scary gas is called Phantom. With the equipment motto, no matter how modern it is, it has to have weaknesses. So at all costs. What type? We also have to find its limitations. The suffering of an AC-30 is that it's very bulky. Slow flight speed, usually only FLIs at an altitude of less than 3 kilometers. The very things that made AC a 30. I can't fly during the day for fear of being shot down. This is accidental. Made the Kai problem. Aid in the southern battlefield of our army. It gets easier. Somewhat if I transport at night. He was beaten so hard. If I run during the day, there's nothing I can do. Not to mention running at night. I can only run about 20 kilometers per hour. Because the road is dark and dusty. Now switch to daytime running. It can travel at 300 miles per hour. Productivity doubled and a half. Because it's easier to go during the day anyway. Suffering. It's called daytime travel. No one dares to be on time. Because back then American reconnaissance planes were very good. Reconnaissance aircraft like the UV-10. It's been ringing in my head all day. See the target. Is it's dropping smoke bombs to call another plane in. Carpet knows it FLI's low, FLI's slow to scout. But it's extremely difficult to pull out a cannon. Not to mention if you're going to shoot it. The first shot must hit immediately. If the first shot doesn't hit, it will reveal the entire battlefield. How to run during the day that the reconnaissance plane couldn't detect. The righteous army invented the secret way. And we put layers of forest trees on top of it. Let the car run underneath. Now running is just called encroaching. It's about AM. I can't run until PM. Take advantage of some of the sun's light to run. Because it's time that the reconnaissance plane is no longer capable of operating. An AC-30 yet dare to appear. But the American generals, it's not the blur of tactics. So the question now is, how to do it? In order not to expose these secret routes, the goods are still supported. For the southern battlefield, we can't transport at night. When do we ship? Shipping by which way? If we don't go at night, we have to go during the day. That's why that we're forced to deceive the enemy. At night, you still have to turn on the lights. Running on open roads. The roads we want to show the enemy. To attract enemy bombs to drop on it. And not only that, we're tunneling the explosives inside. When the explosion works, it's going to generate an electric spark, just like in a car. Make America believe that we're still operating within their control. And we bombed each other. Which car is broken down? Or a pile of broken goods? Take it out in the middle of the road and burn it. It makes America think. It's destroying a lot of our targets. Even the Vietnamese army. There's also the RA's artillery to protect for the route. Let America be sure. This is the lifeline of Vietnam. So, Vietnamese troops are doing everything they can to keep it. But all of that, it's just a trick that America could never have expected of the Vietnamese army. I was so good at deception then. The reconnaissance planes. To detect the canopy of trees on closed roads. But he just thinks he's doing it. Let the car run at night. It's not for daytime driving. He even laughed at them. It's developed weapons to the point. Detect the target by infrared. And electric sparks of internal combustion engines. Then it's covered under a closed tree. It's impossible to escape. That's why. But it still keeps those trusses for itself. Do whatever you want. Because he still thinks he's just losing his strength doing those things. It takes time and nothing works. In the end, the enemy knows. We've gone from running night to running day. To support the southern battlefield. And then whatever comes must come. The day, fighter planes. There are no modern electronic devices. Like the night, General Antonsley had to send an AC plane, 30 during the day, to detect our target and destroy. But suffering one, we're just afraid of AC of 30 in the dark, before the light. It's no different than a winged pile of scrap metal, because it's heavy. You can fly slow and you can't fly too high. The cannons we shoot fall out anyway, in the morning and in the evening. American reconnaissance aircraft. I can't see where the cannon is. That smoke bombs call teammates. And that's also the peak of Vietnamese military art. No matter how modern America is, no matter how strong, the top strategy of the army, let the enemy fight according to his will. After shooting down to AC planes 30 on the 29th and March 30th, 1972, the US had to give AC a 30, out-of-line strategy indicator. And then, 1973, we have to go back to the water for understanding that. No more fighting with the Vietnamese army. So the question is, why do planes hit me like that for years? And it doesn't know anything about the closed routes that we're still shipping. What kind of hiding it can't know? After the South was liberated. General, I saw a map of Truong's son at the Saigon Army headquarters in Smiling. Turned out over 15 years ago. They also knew of its existence, but just for fun. It doesn't work for military tactics. So the Vietnamese troops hit those roads. What is it like? Remember to subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell to see the new video bots. Yes, and today's historic talk show. Mission to pause here. Thank you for your interest. Follow up all of your friends. And remember to subscribe to the Boom and Power Tour channel. Let me get to work.